I'm a single mom with no food for my daughter. Please help me get a loaf of bread. Sad emoji with the cash app. This chick posted this and no one cared. Check it out.
Yo, this is my refrigerator right now. It's currently empty. I don't have no food.
Somebody in the comments said, go sell the refrigerator.
Mm.
I promise, bro. Y'all don't take shit serious on the internet. Side note, y'all are becoming way too comfortable with coming on this app and begging strangers to help you take care of the children that you chose to have. Then I go to Shorty's page. She over 30 years old. 30 years old online begging for money.
Times are hard.
You better sell that phone in your hand.
That's a good idea.
You better get out there and start selling it if you got to. There's a million, quadrillion, bazillion, mammillion things you can do besides begging strangers on the internet to help you take care of your child while she's screaming in the background. You're basically prostituting your child out for some sympathy points.
Wow.
If you can't feed your baby, then don't have a baby. Someone's always crying.
Drink the coffee, it'll make you feel better.
I never thought I'd see the day, bro. These chicks are fed up. This commenter says, literally, we all struggling, which was followed by another comment that says, seriously, we all trying to make it. I'm seeing more and more people really are like pushing this anti-baby mama culture. And honestly, I'm happy to see it. If all people do is bail you out, but you never learn from your consequences and change your actions, is it help or codependence? Remember this chick?
Okay, y'all just mad because I get 3 canned food stamps. So what? I get all kind of snacks while I'm sitting here chilling or whatever, paying no bills. No bills. I'm on government assistance. My son back there with his snacks. Government assistance, 3 canned food. Okay.
Why is her tongue blue? Like she's been sucking on a lollipop. Anyways, they're done with this chick too.
7 kids with 7 baby daddies. Have we all seen the lady who going viral, who's shouting at the camera and telling us that we haters and we jealous? No, we're not. I don't think any of us aspire to have 7 kids by 7 different men. Only you wanted to do that. The only thing I'm jealous of is the fact that you're getting $3,000 in food stamps. That's the only thing I want. I don't want no 7 kids by 7 different men, though. You can have that. And then you kind of trying to turn it into a whole personality. Like it's a niche. Like all of your videos are surrounded around what you buying with the EBT card. You having the 7 kids by 7 different men. Like it's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. You the type of woman who, when your boys grow up, they ain't gonna want nothing to do with black women because they associate black women to you, right? And how trifling and weird you were, and now they don't want nothing to do, and they want to get as far away from women like you as they possibly can, so they start dating outside their race. That's something y'all don't like to talk about. A lot of these boys' mamas be so embarrassing growing up. That when they get older, they want to get as far away from women like they mamas they possibly can, and that's why they end up starting to date outside their race. But making your whole personality on TikTok being a woman that got 7 kids by 7 different men, be for real. And then thinking that anybody is jealous of that or hating on that. I wish y'all never learned the word hating, because y'all use that in any instance. And guess what? This ain't one of them, because nobody wants your life. I can promise you that.
This commenter says we need to bring back shame. Another person here added, I don't even want 7 kids with 1 man, let alone 7 baby daddies. That's some nasty work. And people ask, like, why do they think this way? Because they don't listen. They don't listen. They're out here struggling, bro. You know, there once was a time that if you were struggling and poverty was knocking at your door, then you would just go and find yourself a good man, do what had to be done. Yes. And you get a hot shower, hot meal, you live a quiet life, but no, you want to be strong and independent until you hit rock bottom, like this chick.
I want to get no car because I have to pay rent. Like, I'm tired.
Man, this is for my Gen X women. I am sick and tired of seeing these young girls on this internet crying every day about these bills.
And begging.
Why have y'all not gave these young girls the game? If you grew up in like the 80s and 90s, it was a common thing.
Right.
I don't get it. I just don't understand it. Why would y'all ain't telling these girls to go get them an ugly ass man? Come on, butt ugly, with a good ass job.
Right,
to help them pay these damn bills. This is a ugly man's dream girl. Why y'all got these little young ass girls out here chasing these pretty boys and these street dudes?
Right.
Tell them though to get them somebody to work at the steel mill that's ugly and dirty. You gonna pay these bills?
Listen, that was some excellent advice. Excellent. I mean, you avoid being homeless and crying on TikTok like this chick, but we all know the problem.
I don't drink coffee.
Right? They don't drink coffee. They don't like the truth, and so they suffer. This commenter says, we tried. Oh shit, we have the women here commenting in the section who are trying to say, hey, we tried to tell them. She says, they said we too old and bitter and need to dress our age. Another Gen Xer commented and said, they said we were jealous when we tried. So they're calling them jealous as a women with husbands who are trying to lead them to the right path, but they don't want to listen. This next chick thought it would be a good idea to go online and cry about her 5 kids by 3 different men.
The part of parenting or single parenting that nobody talks about is being offered jobs and you can't even accept the jobs because you don't know how you're going to get your kids to and from daycare or who going to watch them on the weekends if you need to work or anything in that nature. I absolutely love my kids to death, but if I could talk to the younger me, I would tell me to wait. I would tell me to wait to have kids until I know that I either am financially stable or I'm having a team behind me that can help me because everybody needs a community.
Listen to those words. Financially stable or a team behind me so I know I have a community. Not one mention of a husband. She needs coffee.
And when you are alone doing this, it's the worst. It's the worst feeling in the world. I absolutely love my kids to death. I'll do anything for them. But when you are trying to give them
Except get married.
the best and you have multiple baby daddies that won't even be like, hey, what's your work schedule? Let me help you because I know you done help me because I can go to work whenever I feel like it and I can make as much money as I feel like it and I can do the bare minimum for my child. It's sickening. It's sickening. And I'm not dealing with 1, not 2, but 3 men that fail to realize that they mama needs to work too.
This commenter says 3 baby daddies with no accountability.
And it hurts me to the core because I try to do as much as I can or work around these men's schedules, far as pick up and drop off, and I always get the shit end of every stick. I try not to be the baby mama that's calling, complaining, or even asking for too much or nothing. So when I can't even take a job that they know that will better their kids' life because their kids are primarily with me, it hurts me. It hurts me because I don't ask. I don't bother, I don't tell if the kids need diapers or if they needed shoes or if they needed socks or anything. I'm not that type of mother. Even if I didn't have food, I would go to a food pantry before I called them and asked them, hey, can you help me with food? Because you know food stamps don't always feed the kids. It hurts me to the core. It hurts me. But I'm finna start standing on business. I'm gonna have 2 and I don't give a fuck. Because this shit it's ridiculous. It's becoming ridiculous.
Listen, this message is to men and women. If you want to add misery to your life, keep creating kids outside of wedlock. So after all that boohooing and crying on camera came the responses.
I just finished watching a video on TikTok of a young lady crying and upset because she can't take on particular jobs because she has children. And by her having these kids, she can't take on these particular jobs because she doesn't have help. But I find that in the comments, everyone is saying, it's the village. They don't make the village like they used to. And let me tell you why the village is not like it used to be.
Okay.
Because the village told Brittany, when she got pregnant with their first child, Brittany, don't lay up and have no more babies. Brittany, you struggle to take care of this one. We're going to help you with this one, but we're not going to help you take care of all these kids if you keep having kids. And guess what Brittany do? Brittany lay up and she keep making kids with all these different men. Not only that, Mama and Papa had to put Brittany out because she had all these kids. And now Brittany's in her own place, but yet she's still calling me, Mama, Papa, the TTs and the cousins and everybody because now she's crying and saying the lights are going to be turned off and her and the kids going to be in the dark. And did I fail to mention that Brittany has a ninja laying over there in the house? And on top of that, now the family have to pay the light bills. Now Brittany is always calling and saying she need gas money because she cannot get her and the kids back and forth. She needs to get to work and she don't have gas to drop the kids off at school. Oh, did I fail to mention that Brittany is letting this ninja drop her off at work in her car and he's the one who's driving all the gas out the car?
What?
Not only that, Brittany dropped her kids off at Mima and Papa house. And she knows she have young children in diapers. And she don't even send no diapers nor no wipes with her children. So now Mima and Papa, they have to scrub their 2 nickels together to go get her kids some diapers. Not only that, Brittany get food stamps, but when she drop her kids off at me mom and papa house, she sends no food, or she don't even offer food stamps to me mom and papa when she gets some. So me mom and papa are already over there struggling to feed themselves, but now they had to take their scraps and also divide it between Brittany and her kids.
Listen, on that point, man, I remember listening and hearing a video. She was a grandma, and she was talking about how a lot of older women cannot enjoy their retirement age when they're old because of the decisions that their children make to have children outside of wedlock. Now, one could argue and say, hey, you're to blame. You raised that. Fair. But when does it stop? When does somebody finally decide to break the cycle?
Not only that, when Brittany do get off work, she don't come right over there to me mom and papa house to get her children. She goes out with her friends and say, oh, mama need a break too. Do I need to carry on? Why the village is not like it used to be? The village is tired.
The village is tired. STDs in Houston. Maybe this video will save someone's life or their health.
I'm about to have a real conversation with you all. Now, I know lately in the news, you know, they expressed that Houston has a very, very high STD rate.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you exactly why. People do not care about catching anything. People do not fear HIV. People do not fear syphilis, gonorrhea. People don't fear none of those things. People live life on the edge, and they are pleasure chasing, meaning they don't care about the consequences.
Right.
Long as they can feel good in the moment, that's it. That's all people chase, you know? And I'm telling people the reality of it is people really, when it comes to sex, people don't care about protecting themselves.
Nope.
And ladies, listen to this. I'm a man. I hang around a lot of men. Had plenty of conversations with men. And men, you know, we love to talk about women and stuff with each other, right? And over the years, I can tell you now, the things that I've seen men do and heard men do is crazy. I'm talking about people married, long relationships, and out here having unprotected sex with different people and coming back home like nothing happened. On top of that, not using protection. You got men who will fly out the country, have sex with foreign women unprotected, come back to their wife and girlfriend, sleep with them unprotected like nothing happened. Don't
Mercy. Yeah.
even go get tested. And let's talk about, there's a window in time when you need to get tested. If you have unprotected sex, don't go run to the doctor 2 weeks after that thinking that your results are going to be authentic. They're not. They're not going to be good results because you have to wait until whatever virus it is detectable. And some of y'all play games. Y'all know that stuff will not be detectable within a week or 2 weeks after unprotected sex, but you'll run and go get tested real quick. And be like, oh, I'm clean, bro. You didn't even give enough time to settle in your system. See, people do that too. I'm older, I realize how important it is to make sure your sexual health is good. Always get your checkups and make sure the people you messing with getting their checkups too. Straight up. Then you got the bi people that are sleeping with men and women unprotected. Then you got the people who are down low that are messing with the same sex, and that's their secret life, and they're doing that unprotected and going back to their regular life, sleeping with us. Man, listen, it's crazy out here, man. It's not a safe place to be out here having unprotected sex. At the end of the day, you got to control yourself. Sexual discipline will take you so far. In my life, you know how many women I've seen that look good, but I didn't sleep with them. I didn't know nothing about them. Why would I just lay in bed with them? I don't know nothing about them, especially unprotected. Just because a man or a woman looks good does not mean they are clean. Unfortunately, those be the ones that get what they want. So they be the ones you need to watch out for, to be honest. Now, let me tell you this situation, man. There was this young lady I knew, I ain't gonna say no name or nothing, but she was messing with this guy. You know, they were having sexual relations or whatever. And she used to tell me there was something about this guy that threw her off. Like when she would come to his house, there would be like women products there, and he would just say, oh, it's his cousin stuff. But she said her intuition was like, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Long story short, mind you, she was having unprotected sex with this guy and doing nasty stuff. But one day the dude hit her up and said, hey, you need to go get checked. And she was like, why?
Shit.
Dude straight up said, man, I tested. I'm HIV positive.
Oh,
and I'm like, what?
Shit.
So she went, she got tested and stuff. She was actually clean, because I'm assuming the time in which he started sleeping with these other women, that's when he contracted it. But they didn't have sex, I guess she just got lucky. So once he caught it, that's around the time they were still lingering around each other, but they weren't having sex. She got lucky. She really got lucky, because she could have caught it. And that's the reality of it. These dudes out here just having sex with women strictly off the strength of, oh, they look good. I don't care about her status. I'm hitting it raw. And women do the same thing. They be opening their legs up to dudes, letting dudes nut all in them and do all these things. They don't know nothing about the dude. Oh, he's a nice guy. Oh, I know he has nothing. How do you know?
Right.
How do you know? Because he's nice?
Right.
Man, come on now. And also, you got people who you'll be like, hey, you need to get tested. Let me see your results. They'll send you results that aren't even theirs. Like, it's so many flaws in the game. And that's why I tell you, it's better to get you one person, settle down with one person, and y'all get tested together, because just having sex with multiple people is horrible. Yes, you can use protection, but unfortunately, a lot of people do not use protection. That's why the STD rates are out the roof. And especially in Houston. Houston is just a nasty place. It's just a horrible place. In any big city, you know what I'm saying? It's just going to be a lot of filth. But y'all need to protect yourselves and realize, ladies, a lot of these dudes do not care. They just want to have sex. They don't care. They'll hit it raw. More of the story, sexual discipline will save your life.
Amen. Amen, brother.
It will save your life.
Amen. Amen.
Seriously.
Right.
Y'all be careful out here, man. And yeah, Houston, we have a problem. But not for real. Be safe out here.
Sexual discipline cannot be overstressed. Cannot be overstressed. Let's check out some of these comments. First comment, he says, yep, my ex passing around herpes and some other shit to everybody he come in contact with. Here's somebody else who says, I'm born and raised in Houston, and one of my friends said, girl, I don't know, I got herpes because everybody got it. I said, yo, it's crazy. Somebody else here added, I was working at an urgent care. This lady came in and she only wanted female scribe. Unfortunately, I didn't have one at the moment, so I had to go in add scribe. This woman was gorgeous, this commenter says. Boom, herpes. Somebody else here added, an ex-coworker had herpes since she was 16 and kept sleeping around, infecting every guy. She's over 30s now. Here's somebody else who says, I just had this conversation. I replied to a post about the girl, 7 kids, 7 baby daddies. Okay, we know what you're talking about. The guy said I was boring. Well, I'll be boring on that note. This next comment says, my son's female best friend has herpes, is out with it, and told me she tells them and they don't care. Be safe. Be safe out here. Appreciate y'all. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.